What's up, YouTube? Joe Singleton here. Here today. I'm going to talk about the video games that should be made into movies. Now, for one, I'm going to start. For one, I'm only going to do certain ones. So I didn't have I choose some that already got movies, but they did poorly. So I choose. There are going to be some on this list. And secondly, I didn't choose Ratchet and Clank because they got a movie that it looked like it was okay, but they just didn't did good on on showing the movie's trailers, and also they didn't follow anything from the game. So anyway, therefore, let's get started this list. Okay, first up will be Sonic. This will be based on the Sonic Sonic Archie comic books, and Sonic IDW. Now, the reason why I want to start off with the Sonic events, Sonic Archie, because they have a lot of storyline. It has a lot of storyline that been developed from the 90s to the 2000 after they tried to reboot it to be based on the games. Now, the reason why I choose this one because it's not technically based on a game, but it is based on a game character. So I'm kind of bending my rule here, but it's based on Sonic. This will be based on all the Sonic Adventure stuff from the 90s and 2000 that was they tried to make into the Sonic Satyam cartoon, but didn't work. Now, the reason why I prefer try to do this one because it is actually these were the ones that were good, but these will be based off of some of the games that already happened, but made into a TV series. Now, I prefer since Sonic is getting a movie that sounds like it's going to be crap from more like great sources. Sega lover Catman who giving me ideas, but you know I choose and I saw a movie that they're trying to make it sound like it sucks, so I decided to do the Sonics at the comic books. Now, the Sonic the comic books are great because they have a lot of characters from the games and some they made for the comic books. And for why I choose IDW is just because IDW's comic book basically is the story based off of Forces and the aftermath of Forces. So far they're doing good with that. So they're showing a aftermath of Forces. So it seems like they're doing good with that. Now you probably gonna ask, do you want me? Do I think it should be made in live action or cartoons? Most likely cartoons, just because it's just how they're trying to do it. Here's the guy, the actor who's making, the director of making this movie is based off of who did the Fast and the Furious movies that doesn't know how to do that. So I decided it should be animated. Now you probably gonna ask which company. Most likely I choose. It should be Sega. It could be. It was either to be from Sony or Sega or DreamWorks, but I feel like it should be most likely DreamWorks. No, because DreamWorks know how to do a cartoon movie like anyone can. Plus, they're get great actors, and just so on and so forth. I choose them to make the Sonic movie better than that live action one we're probably gonna get in the future. That ain't it's not gonna be based off of Sonic. So anyway, yeah. Next is Mario. Now Mario did have some movies in the past, like a anime cartoon one and a live action one that didn't go so well. So I decided this would be made by. Yep, no, actually, my Sonic should be made by say Sony, and Mario should be made. The people who should do the Mario movie would be based off of would be for DreamWorks. DreamWorks seemed like the next thing because again keep that Sonic and Mario rivalry, rivalry Nintendo and Sega. Fun, right? But anyway, sorry about that. My granddad came out here, so what was I? Oh yeah, I said the rivalry with Mario and Sonic would still be around because Sonic would be made by Sega. I mean Sony, Sony, and also Mario would be made by DreamWorks. But I feel like from DreamWorks, it should be like be in a cartoon movie, and they got a lot of stuff they can put in it. So they from all the storyline from the Sonic, I mean from the Mario games, but it's hard to tell. So yeah, moving on is gonna be the God of War. Now God of War, I can feel like it should be live action. Now you're probably asking which God of War do I mean? From the first game through all the way to the current new one. Now the reason why I don't want you probably say why not make him do the movie about about you know about the fourth one. Well, here's a problem. People will be like confused and well mostly confused and wonder how did Kratos got there? How did he met his? How, was he always there? Because some people who didn't play the games, I want them to first start the movie from when he was reintroduced as the God of War in Greece, then move all the way into the God of War in Norse mythology. That may have to take like maybe 4 movies or 5, depending on how long they're gonna do the movies, or depending on how long they're gonna do it. So yeah. Now, I prefer that to be live action, and also I don't know who well not live action. I kind of want them to do it like this kind of style, like from the trailers, kind of like look like live action, but it's CGI. They can make a movie like that. So yeah, sorry, I was looking at something, but yeah. Okay, pausing that. Okay, moving on. Okay, The Last of Us. Now, Last of Us seemed like it should get a movie too because the games were good and also it has a storyline from the games I want to make into a movie. Now, I don't know anyone that could play Joel or Ellie, but I feel like The Last of Us it should earn to get a movie. Now it will get a long movie about telling about a story, but something that the games didn't tell us, like how did Joel survive without after losing his daughter, what happened to his brother, which we kind of know what happens, like how they what happened back in I forgot where they were, but wherever they were. And also Ellie's backstory too, if you didn't read the comic books or actually know learn how what was her life was mostly about. And yeah, that's something I want to see in the movie. See their backstories and also how they met up to be met each other. Then that's how they get their story be based off of from the games. Moving on to Sly Cooper. Now again, Sly Cooper is getting a TV show. If the TV show is good, we could get possibly see a movie of Sly Cooper. It's just depending on how good the movie is. Well, depending on how good the TV show is. Now, if they do make the movie, if they ever want to pick up the movie, which company do I want them to do it? I kind of want him to be picked up by DreamWorks, most likely. Now, he would rather be made by this other company that which no one heard about. So, I feel like he should be Sly Cooper if the movie ever get picked back up. If the TV show is successful, should be picked up by DreamWorks or someone like that because it would have like a company name, and plus people will know DreamWorks because some people remember Shrek and How to Train Your Dragon, and it will have a great art style, characters, and also who I want to voice Sly if it ever comes. The original voice actor for Sly in the games, Kevin Miller, I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, Kevin Miller. He should be the voice actor for Sly because he's already known. Fans already remember his name, and some people already heard his voice, and it feels right. Yeah. Now moving on is Tomb Raider. Yeah, I know. Tomb Raider already got a movie. It did not get so well, but I feel like they should reboot it. And if you didn't watch my movie idea about Tomb Raider, I would change the actress from okay, the actress who played this Tomb Raider. I choose. Hold on. Sorry if it took so long, but I choose the Katniss you know, like Katniss from the Hunger Games to play as Laura Croft. Now, the reason why, because I feel like she's perfect archer, and also she kind of looked like kind of close to Laura Croft from the games, but in my opinion, plus we kind of because I heard that the movie did so well because they didn't follow anything from the game, and I feel like they should follow it from the 2013 game because that was their plan. They should have followed, but just made his own story. Now I want this 200 game to be followed from 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 2013 game to leading up to Shadow of the Tomb Raider and so on and so forth. And yeah. Plus, this Lara Croft was a little too buff in my opinion because Lara Croft was not buff. She was kind of scrawny, but not too scrawny. But you know, but either way, if they can pull off live action, they can make it into a cartoon animated movie. Basically, use some art stuff from the games, and you know, and who I wanted to make it is Sony or Sega. Sony, yeah, Sony to make this movie. Anyway, moving on is Crash Bandicoot. Now, Crash Bandicoot doesn't have a real storyline. It's just him stopping a dark mad scientist, saving his friends, so on and so forth. So I kind of want them to base the movie based on the games, and also if Crash Bandicoot was gonna get a movie, I kind of feel like he would be in. Well, I kind of feel like the company that will make his movie will be for DreamWorks. I'm choosing DreamWorks for a lot instead of Disney because Disney only stick to their property, like you know, like their own movie properties that they create. Not they don't take other people's property, like from comic books to movies, which they should do, but no. But I feel like DreamWorks because they did good with the Captain Underpants movie, which I didn't see yet, not yet, but they did good with How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek, so on and so forth. And I choose Crash Bandicoot to be made by them instead of Sony. Moving on from Crash Bandicoot is Uncharted. Now the Uncharted series, I want them to be made into a live action movie because they got a lot of people who I heard that there are making an Uncharted movie in the works, but who I want them to play Nathan Drake is hold on. Again, sorry if it took so long, but who I want them to play is Nathan Drake is the guy who plays Peter Quill in the Marvel movie better known as Guardians of the Galaxy, aka Star Lord. The reason why I want him because he kind of has the attitude from like plays Nathan Drake because he has that sarcastic attitude. He played a thief and well he played a thief. He was part of the Ravagers. He had a he's athletic, muscular, so on. Nathan Drake, he's muscular, athletic. He has a firearm. He's skilled in hand-to-hand combat. But one thing I want to make sure I didn't pick up from Nathan Drake is his knowledge. Because Nathan Drake has great knowledge. Now, Nathan Drake is not an idiot. He don't think ahead. He lacks that think ahead part, but he has great knowledge. Meaning from he knows different ways how to use a firearm and also the history. He knows a lot of history from his past time. I mean, this is a treasure hunter, and he knows the history of some of the people, some treasure he's finding. And this is crazy. Like he knows El, El Diablo, El El Dorado, the Mexican treasure, and even some treasure from different areas. And that's amazing how Nathan Drake knows all this stuff. And I will want to do a next another video for him tomorrow about him crossing over with Laura Croft. I'm keeping that heads up. But why I choose Peter Quill as him to play Nathan Drake? Because he not looks exactly like him, but he got the sarcastic attitude. He played a thief before, and he's athletic, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Now next is Horizon. Now Horizon, I'm torn either between to be either a live action movie or a CGI animated movie. I mostly go with animated movie because they can do so much with CGI, but I feel like animation they can do it. Plus, they can get the same voice actor who play Aloy in the video games, and so on. Uh, I mean, why I want this to be in a movie because it looks great. The game looks like so new, fresh air. It's amazing, and it's super skilled. How you played it. Play as Aloy shooting a bow and arrow, launching stuff. It's so good. Huh. Now that's something I would want to see to be animated. Next up is Infamous. Now I picked Infamous because I'm actually going to say this is mostly going to be from the first game through the second game and also from Infamous Second Son. Now we're gonna follow this guy. This guy who had the infamous power of electricity for some reason. I forgot how that worked because I didn't play that game that much. But afterwards, I wanted him to play as we go infamous second son Dalton. Dalton, I think that's his name. He was your main character. You could choose to either be a good guy or a villain. Now I want him to struggle to be like a mixture of be like an anti-hero. He could be a good guy and also a little bit of his anti-hero stuff. Because he shoot fire, he uses chain whip, so on and so forth. And I kind of want to see this to be made into a movie. Now I don't know any actor to play him, so it kind of fits either way. Next up is Wolf Among Us. Now I explained from my last video from the comic books. The comic books I want this to be made into a movie too, but again with this game. Now Wolf Among Us has a great storyline. You play as Big B Wolf. You can choose him to do the bad do the baddest things in the game, or be try to change himself to be like a good guy, or try to be someone else. Do what's right. But it's hard to pick. It's hard to figure out who should play Big B Wolf, like either be live action or find a great voice actor. That voice actor, I think, was him in the games, but either way, yeah, that's it. And last but not least, Jak and Daxter. Now, this one was about to be made. They're about to make a Jak and Daxter movie, but his problem this one before Ratchet Clank the movie bombed, so they scrapped that idea. Now, if Jak and Daxter do get a movie, I want them to first made base it off the first game, then move all the way from the second game, made like PG-13, and the last game of the series, Jak and Daxter 3. And this will help get they'll tell the story of Jak and Daxter, and also and also we probably could see it get another game developed not by Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog said they're done with that series, so they're done with cartoon games, so someone else can pick it up. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go back over this. Jak and Daxter, Wolf Among Us, Infamous, Horizon, Uncharted, Crash Bandicoot, Tomb Raider, Sly Cooper, The Last of Us, and God of War, Mario, and Sonic based on the Archie comics and IDW. Now, comment down below what you thought about this list, and also tell me another video you want to see from me. It could be anything: gaming, anime, comic books, you name it. Now, comment down below what you thought about this video, and tell me your ideas of videos you want me to make. Now, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, share this video with your friends, family, and subscribe to get notified for new videos. I'm Joseph Singleton. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.